Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And this morning, I want to talk about deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. How many of you go to the bank and make some deposits or withdrawals? Which is the best? What do you like doing the most? We're not talking about necessarily going to the bank. We are talking about going to relationships, deposits or withdrawals. That's what we're going to talk about on this morning. Of course, we want to get right into the word on this morning. Man, if you missed prayer this morning, you need to go back. You need to go right on this page and check out prayer this morning. We were praying about, First Lady and I was praying about the whole piece on post Pentecost power, post Pentecost power. And I do want to remind you this coming Sunday is Father's Day, and I am going to be dealing with manpower. Manpower. It ain't like you ain't never heard that before, but you're going to hear a whole different piece. But until we get to that, let's deal with the morning manna on this morning. Let's deal with some deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. But before we get into that, of course, we've got to greet some folk on this morning. Let's get right to it on this morning. Good morning, Ella. How are you? Ramona, how are you on this morning? Gerald, how are you? Vicky, how are you on this morning? Patrice, how are you on this morning? Samar, how are you? Cynthia, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Ann, how are you? Joel, how are you on this morning? Joel, are you back in Mississippi? Or are you still hanging around here with us, hanging out with us? Good morning, Pamela, how are you? Lena, how are you? Denise, how are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? What a great morning it is. It surely is. Brother Pope, how are you on this morning? Lenora, Dawn, how are you? Liz, how are you on this morning? Arlene, my military buddy, how are you on this morning? Verena, how are you? Elder Jan, how are you all on this morning? This morning it's all about deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. How many of you like going to the bank? And which do you like doing the best or the most? Making a deposit or making a withdrawal? We're not talking about the banks right now. We're talking about relationships. We're going to deal with relationships on this morning. Good morning, Z. How are you on this morning? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? I want you all to get it real good in your spirit about what we're dealing with on this morning. Good morning, Pastor Leo. How are you? Already know. So you're back in Mississippi, the SIP, huh? Okay, all right, I like that. Good morning. How are you, Linda? How are you this morning? Brenda's daughter. How are you? Carolyn, how are you on this morning? All right, I was just going to say, no, where, Brenda, where are you? There we go. Here we go. All right, here we are, and it's all about deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. Which do you like doing the most? Which do you like doing the best? Well, we're talking about relationships on this morning. So let's get with it.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Here it is. Here's the text. Amos 3:3, the King James Version. You know it well. Hear it again for the first time. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Can two walk together unless they are in agreement? Here's the context of the text. Let's give an overview of what we're going to share. Every relationship is a transaction that will either lead to transformation or just simply transaction. It's a deposit or withdrawal. Either it's making deposits into your spirit or it's making withdrawals from your peace. The question is, are you in an interest bearing relationships or are you stuck in overdraft connections? Here's what Amos had to say. Some people only show up when they need something, never when you need support. Others pour life, wisdom, accountability, and love into you. In the divine economy of relationships, God designed us to be in reciprocal relationships and community, not parasitic arrangements. Is it transformational or is it transactional? The prophet Amos asked a powerful question. Can two walk together unless they agree? While serving in the military, we always, when there was time to be assembled and march, you had to march together, starting out with left, right, left, right. Amos adds to this that agreement isn't just about opinions, it's about direction, values, effort, and watch this, energy exchange. You can't walk with someone whose presence constantly drains you. And you shouldn't become the person who's always draining others. Here's some things I want you to do with respect to, even before I get to the three things. I want you to do a relationship audit of your ATM. Who adds value to you and who subtracts from you? Put it in your mind. Who do you add value to and who do you leave empty? Hmm. Are you the kind of friend, partner, leader, or disciple who invests or exhausts? Evaluate. Are you transactional or transformational? Here's three things I want you to grab a hold of. Every interaction is a seed. What kind are you planting? Every interaction is a seed, and what kind of seeds are you planting? Here's the second thing I want you to get. Real love deposits peace, not pressure. Real love deposits peace, not pressure. Here's the third thing I want you to get. Draining relationships often come disguised as divine ones. Check the fruit, not just the vibe. Check the fruit, not just the vibe. What's your takeaway this morning? You can't build a blessed future with people who only make withdrawals. Check your circle and check yourself. Check your circle and check yourself. Are you with depositors or folk who always rolling up with a withdrawal? The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. Share the manna. And I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. And if you're in the area, I got a word for you on tonight as well. I'm going to be talking about pre and post Pentecost power. God bless you. Bye now.